Well, hi everyone. Here we are in front of the 4D Theatre at the Creation Museum. Oh, and look, it's coming up on my Facebook, so I'm going to follow along here in a moment. Well, I hope it's coming up on my Facebook. Can't see it, so we're hoping that I'll be able to see it here, so you can put in your comments. And no, I'm just going to check with our tech guys here. Is it working? Because it's not showing up on my Facebook. So, all right. Well, apparently it is. Okay, we'll get going. So, in front of the 4D Theatre, we're going to give you a sneak preview of the Christmas lights here at the Creation Museum. And in the 4D Theatre, we have a special Christmas program, Encounter the Wonder, done in 3D. Actually, it's 4D. What is 4D? Well, the seats that move and vibrate and do all sorts of funny things. So this is a great overview of the Bible, the gospel message. So we'll be decorating a bit more in here before we open for ChristmasTown, and it opens actually Friday evening for ChristmasTown at the Creation Museum and for Christmas time at the Ark Encounter. And so here we have the planetarium, and inside the planetarium we will have a program. The program inside the planetarium is called the Bethlehem Star, and so we will have that particular program in there. And then we'll go down this way outside here. We'll show you one of our new features outside here, and I'm hoping to be able to see your comments on Facebook, but I cannot get it to come up at all, so I might have to get someone to try to fix this. Oh, here we are. I've got some comments here. Okay, so we've got a few people watching. All right, so we're going to go past our fair trade section here. And this is just a nice fair trade area that we have in the Creation Museum. And that's to help missions actually around the world. So we'll go outside here and see our Christmas tree. We have a brand new Christmas tree here in the front circle. Okay, so I can see someone from Michigan's watching. Oh, someone said, Mal, you look beautiful. Oh yeah, I meant to tell you. My wife Mally is with me. And we'll be giving you a walk around the gardens here so you can see the lights. So this is our new Christmas tree that we just put up in the front circle. We used to have the nativity scene here, but the live nativity actually is going to be on the other side of the lake. So we're going to walk around and show you these lights. They really are beautiful. We'll sort of stop here and just give you a look around, and then we'll quickly walk you around the whole lake here. And they've got even more lights up this year, and some different types of lights as well. The garden of lights is absolutely spectacular. You go a long way in America to find a display of lights like this, as you see as we go around through the whole place. So someone from Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, tell us where you're from. Geneva, Florida. Florida. I don't think you'd be what do you call it over here? Layered up. In Australia we call it rugged up, don't we? Mm-hmm. But over here it's layered up. Someone here said they had their honeymoon at the Ark Encounter and Creation Museum in September. Loved every minute of it. All right, we'll keep walking. If there's one of our dinosaurs, we have a number of dinosaurs that are lit up in the gardens. Someone from Houston, Texas, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Great, yeah, tell us where you're from. Pekin, Illinois, Normandy, Tennessee. So it's a little cool tonight. It's actually below freezing here tonight. And actually it is, let me see, yeah, it's 31 degrees, just below freezing. So not as cold as it was last night, actually. So we're sort of looking down the lake past the Creation Museum here, and we'll go over towards our bog area. So someone from Kansas saying it's simply gorgeous. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay, my ears are freezing, so I'm going to put some earmuffs on here. So Stone Mountain, Georgia. Someone from Pennsylvania, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Grand Rapids. Okay, so another one of our dinosaurs you can see there. We'll just keep walking around here. We'll go over the bog now. Of course, these gardens are so different in winter. I mean, in spring, summer, fall, they're just so beautiful. Now, winter, of course, a lot of plants have been cut back or died back, and so it has a whole different feel to it. But it still has a beauty of its own in winter. Medina, Ohio, Missouri, San Jose, California. We had an excellent time there just a few weeks ago. Yeah, I remember meeting the people from San Jose. All right, we'll go down through our koi pond area. They're sort of like Japanese gardens area that we have here. There's someone I recognise from Australia. Looks beaut, mate, says David Van Leeuwen. Say hi to Carol for me. And to the salmons who are over there. Someone's asking what is the temperature here. Well, it's just below freezing, actually. 31 degrees C right now. Probably feels a little colder than that with the wind chill. Someone from Louisiana. There's people from states all across America. Atlanta. It's lovely to see the reflection of the lights there in the koi pond. So this is what people do when they come to the Creation Museum. They walk around the gardens and you'll see all the lights. Go to the museum, go inside the museum, go to our 4D theatre and watch the Encounter the Wonder 3D program. Actually, it's a 4D program. The planetarium, there is a ticket to purchase for the planetarium program, the Bethlehem Star. The 4D theatre is free. It's free entrance to come to Christmas time and at the Ark and ChristmasTown at the Creation Museum, except for parking. And then you can roam around the grounds. You can have dinner in our restaurants. You can also go to the petting zoo here at the Creation Museum, the live nativity, the playground. Kids don't seem to mind the cold. They play in the playground. There's another one of our dinosaurs there. And then here's our ChristmasTown special at Noah's Cafe. And so you can have roast ham or turkey. So we have special dinners here. And down at the Ark in Emzara's we have a special program.
Will you be having any Christmas specials to tune into from the Ark? Christmas specials, programs.
So down at the Ark Encounter, Oh, I'm not sure where we're going. Must be going down this way. Okay. That's all right, we'll come back this way then. So at the Ark Encounter in Answer Centre, we've got a special night Christmas program where we have our resident artists sing Christmas carols, Christmas songs, and we have our 12 Stones Christian Academy kids on video. They actually do a live program one night. God's Bible School does a live program another night. We have a few live other guests doing live programs. Otherwise, we do our own live program every night. Go to the website to check dates, because for the Ark Encounter and for the Creation Museum, you'll see that we're not open for the Christmas lights every night to start with. They're select nights, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then for the last couple of weeks it'll be Monday, Tuesday as well. So just make sure you go to arkencounter.com or creationmuseum.org and check the dates. And I'd encourage you to come to both places. Go to the Ark Encounter and also go to the Creation Museum, because they are very different. We have a live nativity here at the Creation Museum. The lights are actually spectacular through the whole gardens. The 4D theatre that you can go to, the Bethlehem Star program in the planetarium. It's just absolutely phenomenal. And then at the Ark Encounter, we have the special Christmas program we have in the Answer Centre, and we have camel rides. And by the way, zip lines are open at both places. For instance, here at the Creation Museum, to zip across the lake and see all the lights. And zip lines open at the Ark Encounter. Not the entire zip line course, it's a limited course, but it's certainly fun to get on those zip lines and see the lights in a really spectacular way. And
question on the Answers in Genesis Facebook channel: did Buddy Davis make all those dinosaurs?
yes, Buddy Davis made all the dinosaurs that you see, the dinosaurs that are lit up, and they're made of iron, and he bent the iron rods into the shape and sculpted them. It's really pretty looking at the waterfall here and all the lights in the background. I think what we'll do here is we'll turn right. We'll come back down here in a bit and we'll turn right and go up towards the petting zoo and the playground area. So someone said here, one of these days we're going to visit in winter so we can enjoy amazing lights and nativity. Yeah, winter is just so different. I mean, it is cold, and we can sometimes get snow, which makes it very pretty, of course, when you get snow. But winter has its own different feel to it. I have lost my wife. Oh, here she comes. Someone asked for an update on Buddy. Well, Buddy had a major health issue, and he still needs a lot of prayer. He's certainly, physically healthy, and he's actually been working on some topiaries using his art skill, but he still has a long way to go, and would appreciate your prayers for Buddy. Okay, so you can see there are a lot of lights here, tremendous amount of lights.
Someone asked on the Creation Museum Facebook channel how many candy canes there are.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many candy canes there are. All I can tell you is this: there's a lot of them. There's certainly a lot of candy canes. And it looks like there's more this year than there were last year, because we keep adding all the time. I see a lot of lights that I didn't see last year. Okay, we come into the playground area. It's amazing that even in cold weather like this, the number of kids that'll get on the playground and play. So our staff, our grand staff actually opened up everything for us tonight, turned all the lights on so we can show you all. And oh yes, once again we have the glice rink. It's set up in the parking lot here, and there's a minimal charge to use the glice rink because we supply the roller skates, and we obviously have people there watching it. It's a synthetic ice rink and actually works pretty well. People enjoy it. It's very, very popular actually.
We have a question on the AIG YouTube channel. What animals do you have in the petting zoo?
Well, the animals in the petting zoo here, I don't have one of our animal presenters with us to tell us, but I know there are goats. There's wallaby from Australia, which is the kangaroo kind. We have donkeys. We have, I'm trying to think of that animal that's sort of like a raccoon. I can't even think of its name now. Quaddy, yeah, quaddies. Roosters. I can't even think of all the animals they have in the petting zoo. My brain is frozen out here tonight. This is where the live nativity will be, in this area here. And we're actually going to build a whole new structure for this in the future and have a permanent area for that. But this is where it'll be here. It's over near the petting zoo for this Christmas. I see we got some heaters around the place. They didn't turn the heaters on for us tonight. We have to freeze. Wombats, no, we don't have wombats. Someone asked about wombats. We'll just give a little quick look in the petting zoo. I suspect all the animals are in their pens tonight because there's no one here. Oh, here's a zoo person. Can you tell me what animals they'll be able to see in the petting zoo here?
Well, we've got our Bennett's wallaby.
Bennett
we'll have
wallaby.
our goats in the petting yard, so you'll be able to come pet the goats. We've got our alpacas, our donkeys, our cow, sweet cow. We'll also have our sheep. I believe our sheep will be up by the nativity, and along with one of the donkeys. And we have our pigs.
Pigs.
Yeah, pigs.
Now down at the Ark, of course, they have a lot of different animals. And I'll see down there, but this is where you can get really up front with the animals here at the Creation Museum.
Yes.
And so we have different animals here. I can see, is that a donkey I see over there?
That is a donkey.
So a lot of the animals are in their pens tonight,
Yep,
keeping nice and warm.
most of them are sleeping. Some of them, like the alpacas, they're hanging out in the cold.
Are there any plans of adding animals into the petting zoo? Someone asked on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, actually one of the things we're doing next year is rebuilding the petting zoo, and we're going to make it much larger, and it'll be a phenomenal petting zoo when it's finished. We're going to move part of it, and we're redoing this whole area and putting a conservatory and 4 greenhouses and a classroom and raising the plants of the Bible and a whole new petting zoo. So that's what we're going to do next year. It's part of our end-year fundraising campaign, actually. What happened to the Cataluma? Well, the Cataluma was the structure we had in the front circle for the live nativity. The quick answer is, after a number of years, the structure started to fail, and we're building a whole new Cataluma here in the petting zoo area close to here next year. We were hoping to have it done for this year, but can't do everything at once. So instead we have a temporary structure there for the live nativity. All right, we'll wander down this way and look back at all the lights on the lake. So if you've got any questions, please ask them. Again, go to iCanCounter.com or creationmuseum.org and look at the dates where we have Christmas time and ChristmasTown. It's free. You can come here 5 in the afternoon, There's a charge for parking, but otherwise free entrance to the grounds, and to be able to go to the Encounter the Wonder theatre here at the Creation Museum at the Ark. In the Answers Centre, we'll have special live programming each night that we're open for Christmas time. And of course the lights at the Ark are very different to the lights here at the Creation Museum.
We have a comment from the Creation Museum Facebook page saying we were just there this week from Georgia. We saw both the museum and Ark. Couldn't believe how much has changed since we were last time there. Our family loves the ministry.
Yes, we've actually added a number of new exhibits and upgraded a lot of exhibits. And there's big upgrades coming next year as well. And we continue to expand the facilities. And the lights this year are expanded as well. So a lot more lights even this year than last year.
And speaking
Another one of our
lights,
dinosaurs over there.
someone asked on the YouTube channel, how many days does it take to put up all those lights?
Well, here's the interesting thing. They actually start putting them up in August. And so it takes quite a long time. We have teams of people who begin in about August, and then of course it ramps up as you get closer to November and then Thanksgiving. But you can imagine, to put all these lights up just takes a tremendous amount of work, man hours, thousands of man hours. They were looking back at the Creation Museum, looking over the lake, looking at a part of the gardens there on the left. We didn't see all the gardens tonight, but we saw a lot. Now, if people want to go to the Creation Museum exhibits or the Ark exhibits in the Ark, they need to come during the day for that and get a ticket for that because we close them actually at 6 o'clock at night, normal closing time. But the Christmas lights, which are fantastic, the gardens, the Encounter the Wonder Theatre, that's free for the public to come in and to be able to enjoy. And people do enjoy it. And the live nativity, of course, is a part of that too. And then at the Ark Encounter, the live programming in the Answer Centre, that's all part of the free offer we have to people to come in, enjoy the lights and the zoo at the Ark Encounter, and then the live programming in the Answer Centre.
And we have a question on the YouTube channel. Has the Tower of Babel been started yet?
The answer is no, we haven't started that yet. That's something that we're looking at down the road, and we'll be making more announcements on that as we continue to do our research and planning. So it's absolutely amazing, some of the people that think we shouldn't rebuild a replica of the Tower of Babel because they say it was evil. Well, the tower itself wasn't evil, it was people's hearts that were evil, just as people's hearts in the days of Noah were evil. We're just passing the observatory here right now, where we have our telescopes. And the Bible tells us about the Tower of Babel. It was a historic event, and we want to build a replica of it to then go through the importance of understanding that event in regard to the formation of different people groups, not races, and the different nations that came about, and deal with all sorts of issues. So it's going to be a tremendous exhibit if we're able to build that. So here, just look down the path here, going towards the Creation Museum. It's just beautiful, all the lights they put here on the side, on the path, as we go down here.
Someone asked, does the pond ever freeze during the winter on YouTube?
Yeah, there are times when the pond does freeze totally over. It would be dangerous to walk on it, of course. It doesn't freeze as much as, say, the ponds up in Michigan and Wisconsin and places like that, where they can drive vehicles on some of them. Certainly couldn't do that here, but it does freeze over at times. Usually that wouldn't be until maybe January or February, when we have a couple of weeks of really cold weather. By the way, everyone who comes to, or every family that comes to the Creation Museum Garden of Lights, Ray Comfort from Living Waters has sent us 4 pallets of his $1 Million Luke New Testament books, he calls them, and we're going to be handing those out to each family. So we do this as a place, a family-friendly place where people can come, bring their children, not have to worry about what they're going to hear or see. And we have great food, lots of great food, by the way, that'll be available, different food available for the ChristmasTown at the Creation Museum and Christmas time at the Ark Encounter. As well as in our cafe, we'll have food outside as well, typical Christmas sort of foods, fun foods. All right, we're getting back towards the Creation Museum. And we'll go out on the little deck here so we can get a bit of a view of the gardens and the lake.
We have a question on the YouTube channel about the Ark Encounter, specifically on the 4th floor. Is there anything ever going to be planned for the 4th floor?
Yes, we eventually want to develop the 4th floor, and if somebody's got to spare $4 million, we can do it. It just costs a lot of money, and we have to prioritise what we do. And we've just considered some of the new exhibits and other things we're doing as more of a priority right now. So when asked, have we added vegetarian options? I think we've always had vegetarian options. There are certainly vegetarian options at Amzara's, at the Ark, and there's vegetarian options in Noah's Cafe as well.
We have someone that noted on YouTube, the Ark Encounter and Creation Museum made the list of must-see lights in the Cincinnati area.
Well, I've been to some of the other light displays in the greater Cincinnati area. I tell you what, I think the Creation Museum is spectacular. The Ark is spectacular. They're unique, absolutely phenomenal, and many people who come here say, these are the best you could see. In fact, there are people that drive from all across America to come here to see the lights. Question, will the video Encounter the Wonder be shown at the Ark this Christmas season? The answer is yes, we are showing that in the Answer Center. Now we're showing a different version of it at the Creation Museum. It's in 3D. Actually, it's in 4D. And that'll be in the theater, and that's free for those that are in the grounds to be able to come and watch. And so we've produced a special Christmas version for ChristmasTown, and there's a special Christmas version for Christmas time at the Answer Center. It's on our 70-foot by 22-foot LED screen. So they both have a totally different feel to them. Well, there we are. That's given you a little bit of a look at the gardens here at the Creation Museum. Maybe we'll walk around the front once again, give you a look at the front circle, the Christmas tree, before we finish here. And then at the Creation Museum in the planetarium, and there is a extra ticket for the planetarium. We're showing the Bethlehem Star. That's a very costly planetarium laser projection system, and it's a smaller theater. We can only fit about 75 in there at one time, which is there's 2 or 3 different reasons why we charge for that, because it costs a lot to do that theater up and to maintain it, and we obviously can't fit everyone in there, so we have to be careful about that.
On our YouTube channel, we have someone looking forward to the homeschool conference in this spring. It'll be our second trip in a year.
Yeah, it's a homeschool experience, and we have a lot of people already registered to come. In fact, so much so we're thinking of expanding it a couple of more days because so many people want to come, haven't even registered yet. So we're going to have to expand that to fit the people in. It's a homeschool experience, so we're encouraging people to come with their kids, and we'll have all sorts of different experiences for them.
That's answershomeschool.com.
Answershomeschool.com. And we'll be putting up all the workshop opportunities they'll have as a part of that, and they get a 7-day entrance to the Ark and the Creation Museum. Well, here we are. You see the Christmas tree here in the front circle. That'll be a great photo op for people. And you can see the Ark in the background there. Not the Ark, the Creation Museum in the background there. I'm used to being at the Ark. So, someone here said, next time I hear someone saying the church isn't doing anything, I'm going to reply, Ken Ham and ARG is, well, we do whatever we can to bring people in and impact them with the truth of God's word and the saving gospel. Of course, we're going to have some live music here too at the Creation Museum in the main hall. We have a special pianist coming who'll be playing Christmas music, and she's a wonderful pianist. Down at the Ark, we have our live resident artists in the Answer Centre, have a special Christmas program there, and Encounter the Wonder on the 70-foot by 22-foot LED screen. Well, there we are. So we will finish right here. Thank you for joining us tonight. I encourage you to come to ChristmasTown at the Creation Museum, Christmas time at the Ark Encounter. So go to the website to check all the dates, but we start ChristmasTown and Christmas time the Friday right after Thanksgiving. So Friday night, Saturday night. So come and visit, and then check the dates that we have for the rest of December, because we're not open every night for the Christmas programs in the first 2 weeks, but then in the second two we are. So I encourage you to come, but check the dates, check the times to make sure you get all the information. So go to arkencounter.com or creationmuseum.org. Of course, we have the same dates and times at both attractions, and the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter are 45 minutes apart. Someone here said, thank you so much, have a blessed Thanksgiving. Hey, y'all have a blessed Thanksgiving. Isn't that what you say in America? Y'all, all y'all have a blessed Thanksgiving. So have a happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at the Creation Museum and also the Ark Encounter.